waiting for that piece of rolling wood on the left. As you can see, he has a couple of pieces of wood right in front of the 9, which should make it easy because they're right up against it. Not much chance of it spinning out. And a spare to begin the 3rd string. Almost 2 in a row. 9-pin drop with the 1st. He missed the single, and I guess that's kind of a day. I told you about the man from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, Scott Richardson, rolling at a 234. I should mention that he had the same as Ed Zernicke who, when he rolled a 197. In other words, he had a mark in every box, including the bonus ball. I'll give you the breakdown of how they came in just a moment. Jack Quinn, 2 full on the head pin. He will be looking at 3, 6, 10 over on the right. 4 and 8 on the left, and some wood. No, he did not get it. Richardson started out with 3 spares, then he went into 5 consecutive strikes, then 2 more spares, and on that last spare he had a strike. Jack missed the head pin again, and he has left the 1, 2, 4, 7, excuse me, 4, 8, 6 and 10, and made it. First mark in the 3rd. Peter Surette has just the 7-pin to pick up for a spare. He's opposite an 8 box. He wants the wood to get out of the way. It's not quite up against it. Going right at it. Yes, he got it. Oh, that was a nice shot, because he had a piece of wood that was a real distraction. But he didn't let it bother him, and he went right after it, ignored it. Just hung it on the edge. Here's the fill. Ooh, the ball kind of went off to the right a little bit. 6. Missed the head pin, so he is looking at 1, 2, 4, and 10 with wood to the right of the 1 and 2. No, he held that one too long. And by the time he released it, he had missed both the 1 and 2 and picked off just the 4. It is a 9. Now our challenger, Jack Quinn, comes up, and he is working on a spare. His 79-pin lead has dropped to 60. Six is the fill, leaving 4 horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, and 7. No wood. Punched out the 2. He tried to take all 3 and missed. This is the 7th appearance for Jack. His first was back in '79 when he was an unsuccessful challenger to Steve Popolo. Don't think any of us will ever remember Steve because of the vigor with which he attacked the pins. I mean, when he wound up and threw that thing, he looked like he was mad at those pins. 6 boxes to go for Peter. Five pins still standing, and it's a rather unusual combination, actually. He's got the 2, the 5 and 6, the 7 and 9. And there are still 3. Two, 6, and 7. It's a 9. One, 2, 7, and 8. Wood between the 2 and the 8. Nope. 8 pin still there. 7th consecutive week for Peter Surette. Jack Quinn. Everything down except the 10 pin. One piece of wood is rolling around, and if it stays out of his way, he can get right at the 10, but it keeps tantalizing. It goes almost in front of it, then back. But it's very definitely a pin that he has to wait until it stops. He got a break. He got a break because that piece of wood did divert the ball, but it also hit another piece of wood that went over and got it for him. Six. 3, 6, 10 on the right. 2 pin on the left. Piece of wood right alongside the number 2 and perpendicular to himself in the pit. He tried sidewall action. He got it to come off the sidewall, but it came almost like an arrow and just slid between the 3 and 6. 10. 84. Obviously, it is a 114 in order to get 400. Peter is looking at a 2 pin that was moved, which is now almost in back of the 1 plus the 10. And it goes for a spare. As I said, Jack needs a 114 in order to get 400, so he will need a mark. 7 is the fill for Peter Surette, and he's looking at 1, 2, and 4 for a spare. No, he held it too long. It's a 9. All right, final 2 boxes, and if Jack Quinn, our challenger, is to get 400, he needs a mark.